Well, doesn't she look great? And you're probably sitting there or standing there, of course, thinking to yourself, how on earth did she do it? Well, I'm going to tell you in this video exactly what she did. The first thing that Audrey did, okay, that's her name, Audrey, right? Is she started to communicate with the food. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, what on earth is this guy talking about communicating with food? Well, let me explain. If you think about it, we are all driven by what we're telling ourselves. If I tell myself to stand up, I stand up. If I tell myself to walk, I walk, etc. And what Audrey did is she regained control over food. And that is the key. Once you regain control over food, guess what? You start to lose weight and manage it into the future. She communicated directly to the food by saying to it and telling it mentally that she was now the boss, that Maltesers, for example, were not going to control her anymore. She actually broke that cycle. She interrupted that pattern of allowing food to impulsively create a desire within her to actually eat it. And she did very, very well. The second thing I've got down here in terms of what did she do? When it came to portion control, what Audrey did is she would sit in front of one of those dreaded photos. We've all had them where we look too large, right? And she would look at it and it created an aversion. It reminded her why she was eating smaller portions. It reminded her to eat less. It reminded her to eat slower. And then the third thing she did was a distraction technique. So she would do something that would create a desire in her mind so that if food came along and it was kind of eat me, eat me, eat me in her ear, what she would actually do would distract herself and take her attention into something else that actually fed the mind rather than food feeding the belly. Doesn't she look great? It's great. And on that note, please do leave a comment and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Speak to you soon.